Greetings and welcome to another installment brought to you by Mohamed Marrzooqi, advocates and consultancy, leading legal experts. Abortion. The definition of abortion. The deliberate termination of a human pregnancy most often performed during the first 28 weeks of pregnancy. Islamic law defined it as the lowering of the fetus before it completes the duration of pregnancy. Many countries prohibit abortion almost entirely, but not all. Some allow legal abortion in some circumstances. These conditions vary according to jurisdiction, but may include conditions where the pregnancy is a result of rape, incest, poor fetal development, a woman's physical or mental well-being, or socio-economic consideration which make the birth difficult. In some countries where abortion is strictly prohibited, such as Nicaragua, medical authorities have recorded a rise in maternal and direct mortality due to pregnancy, as well as deaths due to doctors' fear of prosecution if they treat other women's emergencies. Other countries such as Bangladesh, which prohibits nominal abortion, may also support clinics that perform abortions under the guise of monthly hygiene. This is also a term in traditional medicine. In places where abortion is illegal or has severe social stigma, pregnant women can engage in medical tourism and travel to countries where they can terminate their pregnancy. In the United Arab Emirates, the laws which mention abortion, its necessities and penalties. This is the medical liability law, Article 16. It states a physician may not perform any abortion operation or prescribe anything that may induce an abortion except in the following two cases. 1. If continuing pregnancy poses a risk to the pregnant woman's life, and under the following conditions. A. There is no other means to save the pregnant life except abortion. B. Abortion shall be performed by a specialist with the approval of the physician who is attending the medical condition giving rise to abortion. C. A report shall be written by the concerned physicians indicating the reasons for abortion, shall be signed by the pregnant woman, her husband or guardian. If her consent cannot be obtained as a proof of consent to the abortion procedure, each of the concerned parties shall keep a copy of the report. Approval by the husband is not stipulated in the case of emergencies requiring immediate surgical intervention. 2. If it is proven that the fetus is mutilated and under the following conditions, abortion shall be performed at the request of the parents. B. The length of pregnancy is shorter than 120 days. C. The mutilation is proven by a report of a medical board comprising of consultants in gynecology, obstetrics, pediatrics, and radiology. D. The board report is based on medical examinations and the use of scientifically acceptable technologies, and the fetus is suffering from a serious untreatable mutilation that his life, if born alive, would be bad and painful for him and his family. In the UAE, it's possible to perform an abortion in the cases mentioned in the above article, but also the same law has prevented abortion for no reason and made this punishable, subject to the provisions of Article 16 of this decree. Law. A doctor who commits an abortion of a pregnant woman intentionally by giving her medication or by using means leading to it or by directing her to it, whether it's consensual or otherwise, shall be punished by imprisonment for a term not exceeding 4 years. Abortion has led to the death of the victim. The penalty is imprisonment for a minimum of 5 years and not more than 10 years. Also in the UAE Penal Code, Article 340 of the UAE Penal Code states an individual shall be sentenced to detention for a maximum period of 1 year and or to a fine not in excess 10,000 dirhams. Any pregnant woman who deliberately aborts herself by any means whatsoever, the penalty shall be detention for a minimum of 2 years or to a minimum of fine of 10,000 dirhams to the person who intentionally aborts a pregnant woman by any means whatsoever with her consent. Should the person causing abortion be a physician, surgeon, pharmacist, midwife, or technician, the penalty shall be imprisonment for a maximum period of 5 years without prejudice to a more severe penalty provided for in any other law. An individual shall be sanctioned to imprisonment for a maximum period of 7 years. Whoever willfully aborts a pregnant woman without her consent, the attempt to perpetrate any of the acts provided here shall be sanctioned to half the penalties prescribed. In Islamic law, the penalty for abortion is diya and the due diligence is diya, which is called gurra, and this is the judicial penalty. Whoever does it must fast for 2 consecutive months, and there is no difference in the Sharia between the penalty of abortion with the consent or dissatisfaction of the pregnant woman due to that the Islamic law considers abortion as a criminal offence against the fetus and its right to life. There is also no difference between an abortion that leads to the death of a pregnant woman an abortion that has not led to her death. This message is brought to you by Mohamed Al-Marzooqi Advocates and Consultancy. We do have offices in Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Please contact us for your consultation. Alternatively, you can visit our website, which is www.ml-advocates.com.